It was dark in the street, but one house still had a light on. Water dripped through the roof. The walls were swollen with damp, and inside, a 6-year-old boy sat on the floor, bouncing an old tennis ball with his feet. Sometimes there was only bread and salt to eat at home. Many nights passed in darkness because they couldn't pay the electricity bill. People said, "This is the favela, son. People don't get out of here. They stay and sink." But that boy had only one thing on his mind: the ball. The moment he got home from school, he'd drop his books and run straight to the dirt field. His shoes were so worn out he had to tape them together. The other kids came with new boots and laughed at him. He'd just pick up the ball, smile and say, "All right, I'll still score the goal today." His father once dreamed of becoming a footballer himself, but poverty killed that dream, so he poured all his time into his son. At night they'd watch clips of great players on TV, and his dad would say, "See, it's not just speed. He plays with his brain. You can do this too." Since they had no money, his dad made a ball out of old clothes and newspaper. Every evening they spent 2 hours practicing dribbling, shooting, and control with that ball. When he turned 11, a local academy noticed him. The same problem came up again. He's too skinny, no body for it. Won't survive in Europe. But his coach saw something no one else did. The ball stuck to his feet like it was part of him. When he dribbled, even older boys fell down and he slipped past them. At 13, he got invited to Spain for a trial. It was his first flight, his first time seeing a huge stadium. But again, people only looked at his height and weight. He was rejected. He came back to Brazil in tears. His dad told him, "Son, people will say no to you, but don't you ever say no to yourself." After coming back, he turned his weakness into strength. He spent hours in the gym, and sometimes protein meant just an egg and milk. Even while falling asleep, he'd think, "Tomorrow I'll run faster than them." At 17, he made his professional debut. First match, first goal, and the whole stadium was chanting his name. After that, everything changed. The boy who once played in taped shoes went on to play for Barcelona, then PSG, then the Saudi League. Today he has contracts worth millions, a car collection, and a mansion. But when people ask him, "What was your biggest win?" he says, "The day I bought my dad a house where the roof doesn't leak." His name is now on every kid's lips. People watch his skills. But the real story is hidden in those taped shoes and in the darkness of those nights when he decided never to give up. This is the story of Neymar Jr., the boy from a Brazilian favela who carved his name on the world's biggest stage. Now think, Neymar started with only an old ball and a dream. You already have more than that. So what's really standing between you and your goal?